Hi guys, good day to you all, and thank you for watching this video. My name is Mahalieo Nyanguru, and this is my first video today. I've been wanting to do these videos for a very long time. The intention is to continue doing these videos for the foreseeable future because I believe that they're very important and it's been a long time coming. So please join me, share these videos with a lot of people, your friends, your peers, share with anyone and everybody you can think of. So why am I making these videos? These videos are basically about agribusiness. They are about giving information, sharing knowledge, looking for information, asking people who have information about everything and anything that is agribusiness. Now again, what is agribusiness? This word that we're talking about, what is it? I think it is important to talk about agribusiness and what it is because a lot of people just hear the word agribusiness. What is it? When we talk about agribusiness, what are we talking about? Are we talking about farming? Are we talking about growing tomatoes? Are we talking about growing carrots? What are we exactly talking about? So the intention of this video and those that are coming is to demystify this agribusiness concept. But I will start today by briefly describing give a little description of what agribusiness is. So stay tuned because I'm excited. Basically, what is agribusiness? So agribusiness, I want to put it to you that agribusiness has the agriculture. A lot of people, when they talk about agribusiness, they interchange this word agriculture, agribusiness, and it gets a little confusing. Even worse to people who have not been exposed to the sector at all, even worse to young people in this country who have been told to get into business and then they hear they have to get into farming and they cannot connect the two. So now these videos are meant to demystify the whole concept, make things easy, getting information together, and please, please do participate, do send messages, do send your comments. If you have any questions that you want to ask, please do ask. If I know the answers, I will definitely share. If I do not know the answers, I will definitely go look for answers for you because it is important that we get to the bottom of this, we grow our economy, we participate, and this is for everybody who wants to participate. The good thing about agribusiness, as we will dive into it just now, is you don't have to be a farmer to be a part of the agribusiness. So now let's talk about what is this agribusiness. So agribusiness, we're saying it's a holistic approach to agriculture in a form of production to consumption. So now when we talk about that, we talk about a whole lot of things that form agribusiness, because as much as we're talking about agriculture, we're talking about production, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of science that goes into it. There's a lot of thought that gets into it. There's a lot of business that gets into it. There's a lot of record keeping that goes into that. So now, when we talk about agribusiness and the basics of it, we're talking about the agricultural systems, how they work. We're talking about the economics, the marketing. We're talking about the record keeping, the business planning. So now, as we move forward, as we dive into this agribusiness and what it is and how you can find your place in this whole sector, we will be looking at the value chain of agribusiness. We'll be looking at from production to consumption. and where you can find your place in this. So what do I mean as by saying the value chain from production to consumption? We're talking about you can play a role in production, meaning you can be an input provider. Inputs are fertilizers, they are pesticides, they are a whole lot of inputs that you can have. There are seeds. You can find your place in that. And then we're talking about from production to harvesting. And when we talk about harvesting, we're also talking about the transport that gets into that. So now we're saying there are issues of logistics that are involved in there. There are issues of machinery and implements that are involved in there. There are issues of storage that are involved in there. Where can you find a place in that? Where can you, and make it a real business? And we're talking about value chain because we're saying we are adding value at every stage of this product that eventually needs to get to a customer. So now, how are you adding value? Who are the role players in this sector, especially in our country right now, where we are? The effects of COVID-19 are seen everywhere. People have basically gone without certain fruits, certain vegetables, because we're used to importing these things. Now, how do we then say, let us produce this? Where do I fit in the whole value chain? Now, there's another, in the value chain, there's another place where you can try to fit in, which is the primary processing. So here we're talking about machinery supplies. We're talking about, packaging in a small way. So you can decide to package a fruit or a vegetable. For example, you have the vegetable directly from the field, and you package it in smaller packages so that they can go to the market easily. So that's primary packaging. You're not doing anything substantial to the product. You're not trying to change the product much, but you're basically just making it easy for the customers to get that. So now, who are the players? How many players are there? We're going to try to get the statistics, get information. Where can you fit in? The idea is for you to fit in. The idea is for you to find your place. And the idea is for you to get into business, agribusiness. So now you can also get into secondary processing. You can get into making juices. You can get into making vegetable and food pastes. You can get into a whole lot of secondary processing that you can get into. And this, we also have machinery, warehousing. You can be a supplier. This is just it's so big. As we go down the value chain, we're looking at distribution and packaging. Here we're talking about logistics again. We're talking about handling. We're talking about packaging, branding. You can be a part of that process as well. We're also, as you go down again, there is a whole retail and wholesale sector that is also big. So you can just get into distribution, you can get, and then you can sell to the wholesaler or the retailer. This also means you can find your place in there. Remember, we have to buy local. Remember, we have to produce local. Remember, we have to package local and transport local. We're building business and we're building our economy at the same time. So when we talk about retail and wholesale, we're talking about grocery stores, supermarkets, food outlets. Then we'll talk about beverage businesses, talking restaurants, we're talking a whole lot of hotels. There's a whole host of them as well. And then we're talking about you as a customer. Then how do these things get to you? They have to get to you, and they have to get you in a good, when they are still in good condition. So all these processes, they also have to make sure that the quality of product is still good. I'm not going to go long. I'm just saying this is my first video. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to engaging you every week. So Mahalieo Nyanguru here for you in agribusiness. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do it together. Tell me what we need to research on. Tell me what topics you think you need. Tell me who you think I need to talk to. Ask anything, and let's demystify this whole thing and make it work for our country and for ourselves. We need to get into business. We need to produce to eat, and we need to know what we have eaten. There's a lot to unravel in that. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.